Goat Boat, Ronnie 2K will text you a message that unlocks Rebirth when you hit an overall rating of 90.
And in the city, as your level rises, you'll be able to start 4 Rebirth quests to find Ronnie 2K in hidden locations in the city.
And you know exactly where to find him. You know, the Knight's Dumpster, the West Side Mall, 2K Sports Building, and entrance to the Viper affiliation. Oh wait, was that some... supposed to be a secret? My bad.
With Rebirth, you can get that new build. New build up and running fast.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. Well, guys, Jalen Green grew up in Fresno, California, and in high school tournaments, he said, quote, nobody knew where Fresno was or how hard it is. They think it's some nice little city, but really it's not. It's crazy out there. But my support system kept me from trouble and just locked in. Brian?
Well, he stayed in the gym, Allie. Thank you. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Wednesday, they head out on the road to face the Mavericks in Dallas. Then on Friday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt, and it's Morris in at the 5. And for the Rockets, Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Eric Gordon is out there with Smith, and it's Chris in at the center position, filling out the middle.
And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can.
George outside. Leonard outside. Jackson for 3. Rockets with a rebound. So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
Well, B.A., it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about.
George left side. Fires from 14. Count it.
Well, get to the mid-range game. A 3-level scorer. Paul George, yes, sir.
Now Porter. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Outside for Green. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to George. Lets the 3 fly. The shot off that time. So Houston will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
I thought they had that game locked up, but then they got torched there in the final period.
Now here's Green. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Now here's Leonard. From outside the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Kawhi Leonard has built that 3-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Boy, you look at Jalen Green, all the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon.
First one falls for him. And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Porter's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jackson on the wing. From the arc. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Porter. Outside, Green from behind the arc. The Rockets with another miss. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Gordon against George. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. The three counted from distance. Leonard's got 6.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Timeout called. Houston. The Rockets will go for a different look here. Şengün checked in for Chris. Martin comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Gordon. And it's Christopher in for Green. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Paul George. Kennard, he's checked in for Powell. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. .156 left to play in the first. Şengün passes to Martin. Looking to win the run. And the layup is up and in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Out left to the wing. Batum left side. Ball for 3. Sinks it from distance.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
1:24 left in the first. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Porter gets the bucket. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, you know, after he was jettisoned by the Cavaliers, Kevin Porter Jr. getting a second chance here with the Rockets, and they've put the ball in his hands and believe in him.
So it's the Rockets now, down by 12. Porter in the post, Wall covering, and then Porter with the dunk.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Wall against Porter. Kicks it out to Kennard. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Tate. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. From 10 feet away, and he buries his first look.
The size advantage gives him a nice, clean look from mid-range.
Now here's Wall. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hold on. Just made another one.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Tate and Smith at the forward spots. Josh Christopher is out there with Jalen Green. And it's Garuba in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But, boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Now here's Morris. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Drops in the 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Green against Kennard. Green, the pass to Smith. Kennard against Green. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Here's Morris. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Here's Smith. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. On Robert Covington.
And just continuing to impress at every level. Smith Jr. was a 5-star recruit, led Auburn to a great season as a freshman, and he's just starting to tap into his potential now.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Smith Jr. with incredible upside, Greg. And he's got the work ethic to make it all happen.
Yeah, he really does, B.A. He's a humble guy. He puts in extra time at practice, and it really shows in his skill set. Just very advanced for his age.
Now here's Covington. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Batum sinks the tray.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
The floater. The Clippers grab the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Morris on the wing. There's the 3. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Gordon. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. With the drive. Here's Green. They get it back. Smith outside. No good on the triple. The Clippers have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Here's Covington. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
Timeout called. Houston. So for the Rockets, Chris, he's checked in for Garuba. Şengün comes in for Smith. And it's Porter Jr. in for Green. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this one. The Rockets with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has gotten his second bucket.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Here's Mann. 11 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Porter, the pass to Şengün. And here's Gordon from the arc. And the Rockets making a change here. Christopher's checked in.
Second team foul. Now in the lineup for your Rockets, Josh Christopher.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Porter. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Porter's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. To the wing on the left. Here's Boston. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Clippers on top, running away with this one. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Houston Rockets.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And with a moment here, time to give our compliments to the players of the week. In the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master at getting his own shot, as well as creating for others. Simply unstoppable on offense. Also a tremendous rebounder in his position.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And, boy, this young guy has done just that.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the basket by Leonard.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Powell outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Powell's gotten his first bucket of the night. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And so it's Houston with it. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Shot is good by Gordon.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
George against Gordon. Nice shot by George. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here are the Rockets now. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Tomahawk Bears.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Now here's George. He's got 6. And he gets the bucket. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Gordon. Softly drops in the floater. Gordon's got 6.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Leonard for 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
The Rockets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Porter. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
It's George on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Gordon against George. Pass to Chris, outside for Porter. Over George. George with the block.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
And that one drops. He's got 18.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Well, the Rockets shooting just 38% for this game so far. Here's Green, driving in, and it's hammered home by Green.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And here's George. 11 points in the game. Here's Morris. That one's good for 2.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame in that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Jackson against Porter. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with a 3.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
George outside. Jackson, the pass to Morris. From deep, down to 5 on the shot clock. Sends it home from three-point land.
3.
Morris has got 5 points in the quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
It's stolen by Leonard. George against Gordon. Back to George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
First free throw is good.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats, he's checked in for Morris. Covington comes in for Leonard. Mann, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Wall in for Jackson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Christopher. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Green. To end the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats with it. Right wing. Outside Covington. The 3. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Clippers ahead, running away with it. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Clippers have possession. They've got Kenyon Martin. Josh Christopher is out there with Trey Burke. And it's Garuba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's in there.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Here's Burke. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Grant, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Nails it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Burke. Left block shot on the way. Oh, Covington with a block.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Here's Coffey. Lays it up and banks it in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Rockets shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. There's a screen. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Zubac's inside. And it's good for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. For 3, Covington. And the Clippers hit again from deep. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Coffey. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. Coffey's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. The Clippers have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Christopher. Up and over Kennard. The Rockets again can't hit.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And he's able to get it back. Pass to Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Garuba. Takes the 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's man after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. For three, Covington. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against Tate. It's George with the drive. And a nice finish on the layup.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Christopher. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.